At softball practice, at the age of 9, practicing like normal, doing pop-up drills, something Kais is not good at, her coach threw the ball up in the air for her to catch. She didn't know her glove was not positioned the right way. Kais missed the ball right in front of her face and got hit, which led to her getting a black eye, causing her to get a blackout. I'm Skylar from VTV. Today we have Kais with us today to talk about the incident that happened to her during softball practice when she was 9. Welcome, Kais Haynes.
Thank you.
Why was your glove not positioned the right way?
Well, I was in 4th grade. I was 9, so I was still learning, and it just didn't come naturally to me the way to catch the ball, so it was positioned like a basket instead of the right way.
Why didn't you ask your coach for help after you knew you couldn't catch a pop-up?
Well, it was a little embarrassing if you're like a good player and you don't know how to catch a pop-up and you go up to your coach and ask, how do you catch a pop-up? Like, that just sounds so stupid. So, yeah.
Next time, ask. What position do you play and why?
I played 3rd base because I like throwing the ball. It keeps me quick on my feet. It's just, it's a fun spot.
Why do you like softball?
Well, I moved here in 2nd grade, so softball was like the only option for me, so I joined it. I met a lot of my friends there, and so it was a good place for me to meet new friends. It's a good sport, keeps you active, and it's also just fun.
Who inspired you to play softball and how did they inspire you?
Okay, so my dad, he inspired me. Also my brother. My brother, he played baseball, so he was a pitcher, and like growing up, I always saw him play baseball. And my dad, since I was the only girl, he wanted me to play basketball, but I said no thank you to that, and I started playing softball instead, and he kept going with me, working with me, and it was fun.
Sounds like me. What does success look like you for in softball?
Well, success in softball is like getting into college, a college team if I want, or maybe going to the Olympics for the U.S., playing softball. Yeah.
How do you know you are getting better at the things you do in softball?
When you go to practice, and you know what you weren't good at before, and then you wind up doing better at it, I can tell if I'm like better at hitting or fielding, catching pop-ups, yeah.
How did you feel when you got hit in the eye with the softball?
That was a very emotional thing. When it hit me, I was surprised, and then I just blacked out for maybe a minute, and then I got up. I was crying, embarrassed. All the girls were really nice to me though, and the parents were nice. They were supporting me. But my brother, he didn't care. He laughed at me, and yeah.
Did you practice softball outside of practice, and how did it benefit you?
I did a practice with my dad. We practiced in the yard, and we played catch, and it got me better at softball, and it benefited me by getting better at softball.
How many times do you need to practice a week to better yourself, and why?
I'd say for me, I don't practice that much anymore, but if you want to get really good, you should practice at least 3 times a week, maybe, and that's what I would say.
Was constructive criticism a way that helped you get better?
Yes, it was. Although it was the coach sounded mean, and he sounded like he didn't want me to do good. I knew, and now I know that that's a really good way to help your team, your players to get better and stuff like that.
Did you quit softball, and why?
I'm in a dilemma. Right now, there's no softball, but maybe sometime in the future, I'll eventually play softball. I really don't want to, but my parents might force me to, so I really don't know.
Thank you for your time and patience. It was nice interviewing you.
You're welcome. Oh. Keep going.